There seems to be a bit of a tradition in Washington, D.C. Campaign with calls for peace, and once you get elected, start waging wars.
We've been moving from one reckless intervention to another.
In Libya, Syria, Iraq, Iran.
My job is not to represent the world. My job is to represent the United States of America.
Not the president of the world, huh? Since he's taken office, he's already announced that he has the right to attack Syria without the permission of the UN or even the U.S. Congress.
My attitude toward Syria and Assad has changed very much.
I think what happened in Syria is a disgrace to humanity, so something should happen.
Tonight I ordered a targeted military strike on the airfield in Syria from where the chemical attack was launched.
And it's not just Syria. Since taking office in his first 100 days, Trump has already escalated the fighting in Iraq, with civilians being killed in Mosul. He's carried out airstrikes in Yemen, and he's even lifted the restrictions on U.S. soldiers who are already fighting in Somalia. But let's be fair to Donald Trump. This kind of zigzagging doesn't really make him stand out among recent U.S. presidents.
What changed last night?
I think Donald Trump became president of the United States.
I just don't think it's the role of the United States to walk into a country and say, we do it this way, so should you.
It is the first thing I will do. I will get our troops home. We will bring an end to this war. You can take that to the bank.
I will not put American boots on the ground in Syria.
We have confirmation that U.S. Marines are on the ground in Syria.
Hundreds of U.S. special operations and support forces heading to dangerous ground in Iraq and Syria.
And this tradition of hypocrisy isn't just a recent thing. Woodrow Wilson campaigned on a slogan, "He kept us out of war," and then he got the USA into World War I. Lyndon Johnson was a peace candidate who called his opponents warmongers, and then he got us into the Vietnam quagmire. It's a long-standing trend, but why?
The president is coming under the influence of some people who are not seeking peace in the world. The president looks around the table, and all he's got are these warmongers who simply, you know, their bread is buttered on violence. They are connected with the war industry, and so they block the president from getting really good people placed into office. It's a major problem. It's part of the way our government works, but it's not a good thing. It's a very bad thing.
The American people, on the whole, tend to oppose foreign wars and devastating interventions. They tend to vote for candidates who offer an alternative. But at the end of the day, the wars keep raging. So, if the will of the people isn't being enacted by elected officials, who's really in charge? Caleb Maupin, RT, New York.